Hi friends, on this French Food Friday I'm in New Bern, North Carolina. This week we're making a dish with two different kinds of persimmons. The first thing that you'll need is some sugar, you'll need some whole wheat flour, you'll need some all-purpose flour, you'll need salt, heavy whipping cream, butter, the zest of an orange, the zest of a lemon, 2 hachaya persimmons, and about 4 or 5 feuilles persimmons. The first thing that you're going to do is mix a cup of all-purpose flour with a 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour. Add 1 teaspoon of sugar and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and mix that together. Add in 4 ounces or 8 tablespoons of butter. That's about 1 stick. I accidentally did 4 tablespoons instead of 8, and so I had to add in some more. But you need to mix that really good with your hands until it kind of becomes like sand with little pebbles in it. Then add in 4 tablespoons of ice water, adding in about 1 tablespoon at a time until your dough starts to stick together like this. Next you're going to flip this out on your table and cut it into 6 even pieces. This next part is called flissage. It's kind of like kneading the dough. You're going to take each of your individual 6 pieces and press it with the palm of your hand and push it. It really incorporates all of the flour and different things together. So you're going to do this until it's really homogeneous. It really all looks the same. Then you're going to put it in a little ball, or kind of more like a puck. And once all of these are put together into little pucks, you are going to put them in the fridge for anywhere between 30 minutes to about 2 days. You can leave these in the fridge for a while. Just make sure that you cover them in plastic wrap. After these have chilled, you're going to take them and roll them out to where they're about 5 to 6 inches in diameter. I didn't have a rolling pin, so I used a glass, and I feel like that it worked a little bit better than a rolling pin. Then cover them in plastic and pop them in the fridge for about another 30 minutes. Next you're going to take your hachaya persimmons and cut them in half and scoop all of that good soft flesh out of the middle of that fruit. You're going to make sure that you don't have any large seeds or the core or stem still intact. Next you're going to take your feuilles persimmons and cut them in half and then slice them down the sides like this. Next you're going to take 3 tablespoons of sugar, the zest of an orange, and the zest of a lemon. Then add just a pinch of salt and about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Then you're going to mix that together and pour all of your chopped up feuilles persimmons into there and give that a good mix around. Next you're going to take your dough and put about a tablespoon or tablespoon and a half of the soft part of your hachaya persimmon, and then probably about 4 or 5 pieces of your feuilles persimmon in the middle, or however many you can find that will fit. And you're going to want to pinch and wrap it kind of like a crunch wrap from Taco Bell. Once you have all of these folded, you're going to take some heavy whipping cream and use it like an egg wash on the top of these, and then add just a pinch of sugar on each of them. Then after 20 minutes in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, rotating your pan at 10 minutes, they should look like this. All nice and bubbly, browned on the outside. My mouth is watering just editing this video right now. I'm so ready to eat one of these. This is what is called a persimmon galette. Wow, these look so good. Hi friends, welcome to another episode of French Food Friday. On this French Food Friday, we're trying a persimmon galette. Most of the time a galette is kind of like a crepe that has a buckwheat flour in it, but it's also can be more like this as well. In reading the recipe that I followed for this one, there was a lady who asked the lady who made this, is it kind of like a fancy pie? And the lady said it's actually more like an unfancy pie because you just make the crust and fold it up together. But I'm really excited to try this. I love crepes and galettes, and um, I'm excited to see what this tastes like. So let's get a good look at this. Oh, it's falling apart. I'm going to take the first bite and then I'll have a cross section for y'all. Bon appetit! The crust is really crisp from it's not the egg wash, but the cream that we used on it. Let's get this good cross section right here. And also you can really taste the lemon that was added, the juice in there. I like how this recipe uses both the hachaya persimmon along with the fuyu persimmon. I was expecting the filling to be a little bit more runny than it is with the hachaya persimmon being more liquid and gelatinous. It actually has firmed up quite a ways for this while it was in this filling. One thing that really stands out about this dish that separates it from other, from like a crepe or some of the other pastry kind of things that I made, is you can really taste the whole wheat flour. That's what makes it a galette instead of a crepe, is the whole wheat flour. So that is something that just adds the little bit of savory, a nice savory touch to the crust that you don't find in a lot of other French pastries apart from the galette. I would definitely give this one a 7.5 out of 10. It's really nice and crumbly. It would be a good snack to have or a dessert to have on a nice fall day. It's one that if you wanted to, you could just carry it around and eat it with your hands. It might be a little bit messy, a little sticky from all of the sweet persimmons, but yeah, this is definitely a good dessert that I would recommend trying. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of French Food Friday. If you have anything that you would like for me to try, please drop that in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jacob with the Hannah Project, and like my Facebook page, Jacob with the Hannah Project. I can't wait to see you again on next week's French Food Friday. Au revoir, à bientôt.